Our reporter Patricia Visagie is at Olievenhoutbosch and joins us now live. Patricia, thank you so much for joining us. Can you give us an update on what exactly is happening on the ground currently?
Good evening. Here on the ground, the situation remains very volatile and tense. We can just hear the sound of rubber bullets echoing from far inside the heart of the township. And just a couple of minutes ago, we saw a large convoy of foreign nationals in about 10 to 12 bakkies and kumbis and a couple of vehicles as they traveled out of the township going to another section. And apparently what they told us is that they have received information that another group is looting in section 19. So they actually mobilized trying to go and help their brothers on that section. But on the ground here, the situation remains tense. Just up the road, we see tires burning. And just about a half an hour ago, another clash between police and residents ensued, and police had to, of course, disperse that crowd with rubber bullets. So it seems like, yes, as I said earlier, it's going to be a very, very long evening. Police have their hands full, and of course, foreign nationals that are living in the area, especially those who own shops, seem to fear for their lives. They are mobilizing, trying to get the word out there, trying to protect each other. Hence, they got into the bakkies, trying to, of course, save what is still available to save, and also safeguard some of the shops that have not been looted. But a large police contingent is on the ground, very active. But I said earlier that the house of Councillor Cedric Atsela seems to still be on the spotlight, as some of the residents are threatening to burn his home. But of course, a large police contingent remains at the home, safeguarding his house. We've also seen police nyalas, joining the foreign owners in their bakkies, trying to, of course, give them protection as they're trying to navigate through. But as I speak to you right now, it is very tense inside. We can hear rubber bullets being fired from where we are standing. But of course, we can't go in at this stage. Inside, it is very dangerous. Even police told us to, of course, take care of ourselves and not risk by going inside. We don't know what is happening inside. But like I said, the sound of rubber bullets certainly does tell us that the situation is volatile.
Patricia, have there been any arrests made by the police?
Well, police have arrested a couple of people throughout the day. The number still remains sketchy, as we have not spoken to police spokespeople throughout the evening. But I'm sure that number will be given tomorrow morning. As I say, they are active on the ground. A lot of police nyalas. Just here on the site, you can see police officers, their vehicles lined up here on the main road. And behind me, there's another police nyala, and as I see just down there, there's another large police contingent. So a lot of police that are active, that are doing the rounds, trying to uphold law and order up the road. I'm also spotting another police contingent that is making the rounds. So tomorrow morning, the picture might be different, but at this stage, it is very unclear to give statistics as to what is really happening on the ground, if there are any injuries and how many people exactly have been arrested.
Now, Patricia, a representative from Kokta Goodwill Mashele received a memorandum on behalf of Human Settlements MEC Paul Mashatile. Are there any plans from the Gauteng government officials to meet with the community leaders or the community at large?
At this stage, a certain plan has not really been communicated to the media, but we did hear from some of the community members who have been in touch with the Gauteng leadership that promises have been made to convene a meeting to try and iron out the issues that have been, of course, tabled by the community. But exactly when that meeting will be taking place, we're not sure at this stage, but it does seem that that meeting might take place before the end of this weekend, or this week rather. further, as that is what the community is demanding at this stage. And of course, they have vowed not to back down their protest action until they have received the necessary answers that they are seeking at this stage from both the councillors and of course the Gauteng leadership. But as I said, the situation is developing at this stage. By tomorrow, I'm sure we'll have a clearer picture as to in which direction this situation is moving.
Now, Patricia, was traffic affected by the protests earlier today? Looking at the R55, it's one of the busiest roads between Pretoria and Johannesburg. Sandton, what exactly was the situation? We saw visuals earlier today on our channel that people were running amok. There was a lot of looting. Cars were parked on the side of the roads. Just paint a picture for us, as you mentioned earlier, the fact that some foreigners have sort of come together and are trying to salvage whatever they can with the other shops that have not been looted in the different extensions.
Well, I am standing on the main road right now. You can see, of course, the road is open right now, manned by a large contingent of police. And I just want to show you, here's a Nyala that is passing by right here next to me. And this is the picture that has been playing out throughout the day since very early on this road. And of course, traffic was heavily disrupted on this road, as this road actually came to a standstill since very early this morning. I mean, the country woke up to this protest. But we were warned, as the media, motorists were also warned way in advance that the protest will take place this morning. So I think a lot of motorists who were updated with the planned protest did take, alternative routes to try and avoid this road. But nevertheless, I think for the people who live inside this area, coming out and moving in was a huge challenge. And until around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, this road was still very much chaotic. About an hour ago, just behind me here, tires were still, burning, and just a couple of meters away, not even kilometers, meters away, tires were also burning there. So the disruption may be minimal at this stage, but it certainly still is very much visible for road users on the stretch of road and for residents who try to make their way in and out of the township. And whether that will be the same situation tomorrow morning, that remains to be seen as to how police effectively handle the situation throughout the evening, and whether tomorrow morning, when people, of course, motorists want to use this road and residents want to, of course, go to work, whether the picture and the traffic flow on this road might be different. But we will have to see what happens tomorrow morning. But at this stage, the road is open. Of course, there's not so much traffic at this time of the evening, but since very early this morning, I think for a lot of motorists, it was a huge challenge navigating through this road.
Patricia, we'll have to leave it there for now, and that story is a developing story that we will be watching very closely. That was our reporter, Patricia Vasagi, who is at Olievenhoutbosch in Centurion.